The Superheavy Engine can easily get to different extra deck monsters and potentially set up your pendulum scales. With being less than $5 currently for the main deck package, it could be something to consider for your deck. Their effects do require no spells and traps in the grave though. The main card is Wakaushi. If you have no spells and traps in your grave, you can place a super heavy monster from your deck in the other pendulum zone, and then special this. Also, if used for a synchro summon, you can place this in the pendulum zone. This card is good at getting a body onto the board, and the fact that it can be put back into the pendulum zone is nice to set up a pendulum summon of your other monsters in hand. Motorbike is another good one. If you have no spells and traps in the grave, you can discard this and add one super heavy samurai from deck. This lets you basically double the amount of copies of Wakaushi, which is helpful for your overall consistency. Big Benkai, this is the one that usually is put in the pendulum zone from deck. It is something that can be played at 2 because you can't activate Wakaushi's pendulum effect if there isn't a super heavy pendulum in deck. And its pendulum effect is if you control a super heavy samurai monster, you can add a super heavy samurai soul monster from deck. Something you can add with this is Soul Gaia Booster or Stealthy. They both have ways to special themselves onto the field to help get into different extra deck monsters. You can go into different synchros to help set up your pendulum scales. Psy Frame Lord Omega can be nice to get a card out of your opponent's hand, which could help in comboing with your other cards. There are also some rank 4 monsters that can search other monsters that could be worth going into. It might be good to play in some decks that could benefit from a pendulum summon.